Student loan forgiveness, it is here, it is happening, it's official, and a lot of people thought this may never happen, and it actually looks like it's definitely happening. It's been announced by the White House, so it's definitely happening. And however you feel about this whole thing, if you do have student loans, you're gonna benefit from what's going on. You may have woke up this morning, maybe you're just seeing this right now, and the White House just announced this. It's on the website. It's also, of course, on countless news channels, countless news websites across the nation. And so what we're talking about in today's video is who benefits from this and what can you kind of expect, let's say financially, if you do end up qualifying for this. I think I do need to introduce myself because a lot of you are probably new to this video. Hi, my name's Robbie. I talk about stocks, ETFs, investing, personal finance, all sorts of different things. Today, of course, we're talking about this big news, which is student loan forgiveness. There's a lot of different aspects to what the White House has announced in this thing. So I do want to talk today about what first off, is going to benefit everyone. So no matter what your income is, it's going to benefit you in some shape, way, or form potentially. And the other thing I want to do after we talk about that is who's going to benefit income-wise, or rather how much money you need to make to actually qualify for the loan forgiveness. So first thing I do want to point out, this is from the whitehouse.gov website. And down here, you're going to see where it says, to ensure a smooth transition to repayment and prevent unnecessary defaults, the pause on federal student loan repayments will be extended one final time through December 31st, 2022. Borrowers should expect to resume payment in January of 2023. So if you're someone who has been kind of dreading the oncoming August, I think late August this month, of having to start paying back these loans, you're actually going to have an extra amount of time to get you ready to start paying these loans back. So that's a good thing, and it doesn't matter what your income is, right? So whoever has loans, if you need this, if you're using this benefit right now, you're not going to lose it. It's actually going to be extended a bit, so you have that. Now, another thing that you might be benefiting from is maybe right now you're utilizing basically the cap on how much money you have to pay towards your student loans based on discretionary income. So I think it's 10 or 15% right now of your discretionary income. It can't be more than that you have to pay each month towards your student loans. They're actually reducing this now. So that's actually a great thing. If you're having trouble with the amount of money that you make paying back your loans, you can now cap your income. Instead of 10%, you can now cap it at 5% of your discretionary income. So essentially, half of the amount of money of your discretionary income now you have to pay towards your student loans. So actually, you're not gonna have to pay as much if you are struggling, you don't quite have the means to be able to pay your student loans right now. And the other thing they have here is that no borrower that's under 225% of the federal poverty level will have to pay a monthly payment towards their loans at this point. So for example, if you're a family of one, so if you're a single person and you have $12,880 is your annual income right now that you can claim as your annual income, multiply that by 2.25. So if you make under about $28,980 per year, then essentially that might throw you into the ability to not have to pay back student loans at this point in time. If you're a family of two, it looks like if you make about $39,195 or so, then you're going to meet that threshold as well. So it depends on how big your family size is, but there is this available to you if that's what you fit into. Okay, so the next income requirement part is how much you have to make to be able to qualify for the student loan forgiveness. Now, there are two amounts that you could potentially qualify for. One would be $10,000 and the other would be $20,000. And you need to make no more than $125,000 if you're a single person, or $250,000 if you're married. So that might be confusing, so let's go ahead, let's break this down. So let's say your income for your family, let's say you're married, is $250,000 or less. That means you would qualify for this. Let's say it's $125,000. If it's less than that, you would qualify for this. Now, okay, what do you qualify for? So there's two ways you can go about this. One is just federal student loans. So if you have $10,000 of federal student loans, federal, not private, so federal student loans, you will qualify to have student loan forgiveness on those loans. Now, if you have a Pell Grant as well, so you'd have to go look and see if you do have Pell Grant. So if you have a Pell Grant, that's another $10,000 potential amount. So the total would be $20,000 that you could have forgiven. Again, just to be clear, $10,000 forgiven if you do not have a Pell Grant. If you have a Pell Grant, up to $20,000. So I know for a lot of people, this may not be what you were looking for. You wanted $50,000 forgiven, right? But it's something. And so if it's something, let's talk about the numbers, right? So how much money might you save per month if you were able to at least get, let's say, the $10,000 loan forgiveness, okay? So let's just say you have a $30,000 loan and you're paying 4.5%. And if we want to look at the average amount that people pay in student loans, so you have federal student loans here. Now, back in the, let's say, you have parent, graduate, professional is this black one. So 7.9% was the average back in, earlier than 2013. 6.8% for graduates, right? So I'm just going to assume, let's say 5.8% is right now, let's say the average student loan interest rate. So, but let's be more conservative. So I'll say at least if you have 5% as your interest rate, you'll save at least this amount of money. Let's say your loan term is 10 years. That would mean if you have a $30,000 loan, you pay 5% and you are paying it over 10 years, you're going to pay $318 per month. That's what that ends up being. So you're going to have $20,000 left on your loan. You had $10,000 forgiven, right? Originally you had $30,000. Your monthly payment goes from $318 a month down to $212. So you save $100 a month, $1,200 a year, let's say. And there you go. That's what you get for that $10,000 loan forgiveness. Now let's go with the $20,000 loan forgiveness. Remember, we had $30,000 to begin with. Let's go back just to see how that looks. $30,000 is your loan. $318 is your monthly payment. Okay. Now we're going to take $20,000 off because let's say you have the Pell Grant. Okay. $20,000 would mean that you have $10,000 left on your loan. You go from $318 down to $106, right? So now you're saving over $200 per month. So these are actually decent numbers for, I'm sure, a lot of people. Not everyone. It's not going to save you maybe if you're really in financial hardships right now. But for a lot of people, an extra potential $200 per month in your pocket, I think it could potentially be really good. And of course, if you have a higher interest rate, you might have even better savings, right? Let's just do it real quick. And let's say you have a $50,000 loan. Again, you're paying it over 10 years, but let's say your loan's a little higher. Let's say you have a loan of 5.75%. Now we're looking at $549 in monthly payments. Again, let's say you get forgiven $10,000. $549, it goes from $549, $439. Again, you save $100 per month. How much do you save if you have the $20,000 in savings? You go from $549 down to $30,000. Again, a little over $200 per month. So there you go. So you're saving some money. Maybe let's say between $1,200 to potentially $2,400 for the year. And at the end of the day, I hope if you're watching this, I hope it helps you. If you're in financial hardships, I hope that helps. I know it won't always help, but I hope it does. So anyway, that is all I have for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to subscribe to this, I don't make videos on student loan forgiveness all the time. I make videos on stocks, ETFs, investing, personal finance. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button if you like this video. Watch another video coming up right now on the end screen. See you later.